As a devoted professional, you aspire to magnify your impact through AI. A question I receive constantly is, what are the vital competencies that you as a dynamic professional need to harness the remarkable power of artificial intelligence? What truly captivates the interests of our modern entrepreneurs and business leaders is, how can I wield AI in the current landscape? What should I anticipate for the future? And above all, what proficiencies must I acquire in order to thrive in the AI era? As a business professional, you're probably overwhelmed by AI information now, and you don't know where to start. You have all these tools coming at you. There's so much to learn. Do you need to understand how AI works? There's a lot, but none of that is really necessary yet. So what are the key competencies required to unlock the immense potential of AI? So today we're going to delve into the critical abilities for pioneers of AI, pioneer users of AI, professional users of AI. And this could be you as a business professional, an analyst, a researcher, an academic, an attorney. All of these competencies are going to require you to be able to use these AI tools. So if you're a professional eager to elevate your AI prowess, today we're going to discuss the critical skills to transform you into a trailblazer in AI. So there's already some inspired AI tools out there and many more emerging really literally every day. But this is a good time to kind of pause and refocus because most of these AI tools are not ready for prime time, and the best AI tools have yet to be developed. So while we wait for the real game-changing AI to find its way onto the market, what should you be doing with your time? Besides, of course, watching these YouTube videos, subscribing to this channel, and sharing these videos with other professionals, because we are all in this together. And I'm going to help you. I'm an AI attorney. I'm a technology attorney. So I have to understand this technology in order to represent my clients. And in the process, I'm struggling really with the same issues that you are. And those issues really include, what do I do with all this information? What should I be doing today in order to be ready for tomorrow? So I have the answer. Today's video is going to include some uniquely insightful content that is really seldom discussed elsewhere. I've not seen the content that we're going to go over today anywhere else. And while many people are entangled in these broad discussions or caught up in kind of arguments about AI, the truth is that you need a few key competencies to exploit AI. What are these abilities that will enable you to achieve more quality, more success, more accolades, more recognition, better quality, and really to make more money in the AI age? Again, you need skills, you need certain abilities. You don't need to pick the right AI tools just yet. So currently, there are 4 crucial competencies that you, a professional, need to develop in order to harness AI. Now, before we delve into these nuggets of wisdom, I want to underscore a key point. You can currently waste a lot of time on AI. AI can drag you down rather than lift you up. And AI can be a distraction rather than a tool. I know, I've been there, and I've spent a lot of time understanding what is out there, what is coming next, and what it is that I should be focused on as a business leader, helping my firm understand what tools to integrate and when. Now is the golden era to cultivate these competencies essential for triumph. And there's no need to master all the AI tools just yet. There's no need to insist on the use of AI tools by all your teams or even to fathom the intricate workings of AI. These aren't the tasks that you ought to be engrossed in right now. Just how one must practice windsurfing to become a proficient windsurfer, you have to develop the skills that will enable you to capture the power of the AI wind and eventually you'll be able to soar high. The skills I will impart today are universally applicable across the diverse technologies, platforms, tools, applications, and these skills will form the bedrock for you in your interaction with AI in the coming times. So, let's get started. First and foremost, the skill of prompting. And you've heard about prompting. And we're going to continue to use the term prompting because I think it helps highlight the importance of what is otherwise a very simple concept. So think of prompting as engaging in a conversation with your AI. You provide the input and the AI responds with output. This kind of inaugural skill you need as a professional is what we've kind of termed prompt engineering, which seems like more than just asking questions, right? It's engineering around the question. And it is very important. And in all likelihood, it's going to remain important forever into the future for large language model AI tools. So prompts are essentially the questions that you posed based on the context that you provide to the AI and the roles you assign to the AI. And it's frequently said that the quality of the answers is determined by the quality of the questions. Hence, posing the right question is crucial when working with AI tools. So why is this a skill and why is it significant? And it's significant because expertise is required to pose the right question. It's fun if you want to get trivia with ChatGPT or ask what the capital of Wisconsin is, but that's not the point for professional users of AI. For lawyers, for doctors, for business people, for entrepreneurs, for people in the financial sectors, you have expertise. I, as a lawyer, I'm aware that my clients do not know the appropriate questions to ask. So how are they going to benefit from AI if they lack legal training and can't formulate the right question in order to get a quality answer? And boy, does that sound like good news? Because it does to me. AI is going to favor experts in the future. It's not going to replace us. It's going to enhance the expert's ability and capacity to interact more proficiently with AI. If you know more, if you have more training, if you have more expertise, you're going to be able to interact with AI at a higher level. That is a skill which is going to see high demand. And despite popular belief, AI is not going to replace all people. It's certainly going to replace some people, but it's not likely to replace experts. Because prompt engineering is crucial, experts in their respective fields, whether it's law, medicine, engineering, architecture, animal training, they're the ones that are going to need to have really solid prompt engineering skills. For non-experts, AI will serve as a tool to better comprehend the insights provided by experts using AI. As an expert, you need to remember this. AI is there to help you, and it is an assistant for you, and your value will be in your ability to interact with AI for your clients. And into the foreseeable future, your role as an expert that's going to interact with AI is likely to be a master skill set that you need to focus in on. And you're going to see lots of videos out there, lots of commentary about the ultimate prompts and all of this nonsense, right? There are no ultimate prompts in the sense that AI works on plain English. You are the ultimate purveyor of knowledge. You are the ultimate person to interact with AI and develop the context and the format of the questions. And so your expertise should drive your prompting, and it should be obvious based on your expertise what kind of context to provide and what kind of input to put into the AI tool in order to get the best output. So the final point I'd like to make about prompt engineering is that almost all of the content available on it simplifies it to just asking the right question. Your guide really for ChatGPT is providing your expertise, and it's providing context. Yes, it's providing limitations. It's posing the question. It's providing this framework of furnishing context before the question, and that is vital. And it will remain a vital task, a vital capacity that you are going to navigate into the future. So it's crucial to know that the significance of the context, the significance of the question is going to be important, but it's also about the subsequent questions or the series of queries. It's not a one-off question. It's a deep dive into knowledge. So ponder over AI's response to your initial question and then ask the next question. The effectiveness of AI is tied to the quality of the questions and particularly the follow-ups. Now let's talk about question sequencing, because that's another flavor, another variable for prompt engineering. The sequence of questions is the sequence of things, tasks that you want AI to engage in. For instance, consider this prompt sequence. ChatGPT, as a lawyer, I need you to help me to draft an email to a client. Let's be professional and let's be engaging with the client. But before drafting, I want you to consider the prior email history. And you are going to ask me to upload that history before providing me 3 email options: a short one, a longer one, and then a longest version, which has the most detail. So, okay, that's sequencing. And you've seen it in my prior videos. We've engaged in sequencing. It says that you're going to provide context for a specific piece of information, a specific email sequence. Then you're going to have AI digest that, and then it's going to ask you if you're ready, and you're going to tell the AI what it is you want to say in response, and then it's going to expand on that email. You're providing step 1, step 2, step 3 as part of your prompt engineering. You're not just asking a question, you're instructing the AI in a sequenced manner. The tasks are simply a series of steps. And this is the essence of prompt engineering, and a vital skill that we're going to be delving deeper into the future in many of my videos to come. All right, so prompt engineering, very important. We've given that a lot of time. The second pivotal skill is dictation. Probably haven't heard that one before, right? Conventionally, we associate dictation with lawyers and physicians, and dictation is really just verbalizing instructions rather than typing them. And with dictation, usually someone else types up what you say. You don't need that person, that assistant, to type up what you say anymore. This is a different type of dictation. This is instruction. This is context. This is talking to your computer. And it's increasingly crucial as AI advances to be able to dictate into your device, whether it's your laptop or your iPhone or any other device. You're going to talk at it. On the ChatGPT web app, where you currently type the history and assign roles and you put in all this input, you do your prompt engineering by typing it in. The future leans towards verbal instructions. It's faster, it's more expansive, and it is inevitable. It's going to be a skill you're going to have, and not everyone is good at dictation. Mastering dictation is essential, or you're going to risk being sidelined in the AI era. So you might ask, why is dictation so challenging for so many people? It's just something that takes practice, because think about it. We converse and delegate using our voices every day. Yet when we interact with our devices, with Siri, it often poses a challenge. When we're talking to Alexa, we're formalistic, we're not natural, we don't feel comfortable. You need to feel comfortable as a skill in the AI era. And as we move forward, the proficiency to instruct computers verbally will become the game changer. So remember, in the prior videos, we talked about OpenAI's Whisper technology and its speech-to-text innovation, and it's far superior to Siri, which often, quite frankly, sucks. AI-based transcription, AI-based voice to text gets it 99% right. It knows what you're trying to say and interprets what you're trying to say with meaning rather than literally thinking what is the word that was just said. It can see the context of a sentence or paragraph and recontextualize what you say into something that's going to be, make more sense. It can interpret what it is you're saying, just like as humans, we can often interpret what each other is saying, even though we may not be precise or literal. So this whisper technology, which is found in OpenAI as opposed to ChatGPT, is available in the playground, and it doesn't require you to verbalize punctuation like Siri. It comprehends your intent, interprets your words with near perfect accuracy. Hence, it's worthwhile to familiarize yourself with Whisper in OpenAI's playground. We have a prior video which tells you how to subscribe to OpenAI as a separate tool in order to get access to Whisper technology. Make it part of your daily routine to interact verbally with Whisper, and you'll get great value out of it because instead of typing, you're just going to talk. It's going to transcribe it. You're going to cut and paste it into all your various daily tools. So just trust me. Go to OpenAI, get subscribed with Whisper, start to build your skill of dictation and watch the magic unfold. So let's just pause for a minute. I've been going. So don't forget, if you are enjoying this content right here, go ahead and subscribe because we're going to be doing a lot in the future with all the things that we're talking about today. This is the beginning, not the end. I am going to be helping you and your business associates to be able to understand how to deal with AI, the AI that's coming down the tracks like a freight train. So let's talk now about the third critical skill. The third crucial skill for you is delegation. Delegation. AI isn't just a tool for enhancing tasks. It's an assistant. It's there to assist you with tasks, to improve your proficiencies, and eventually to perform the tasks itself. The concept of AI is rooted in delegation, instructing it to perform specific tasks, just like a real live assistant. AI is going to eventually, and very quickly, the technology is going to exist to execute on those tasks in order to deliver results. Right now, it's an assistant to you, helping you do your job better. Very soon in the future, it will be doing the job as well. Delegation is a skill professionals usually possess, but it's essential to learn how to delegate tasks to AI effectively. You need to earmark delegation as an AI essential skill, where the best delegation, the best delegators are going to win in the AI era. So to become a power user of AI, you got to understand delegation, dictation, and question prompting. These are fundamental skills required for leveraging AI in the future. And as AI progresses over the weeks, months, years, we're going to transition from asking it to assist us to be better, and it is going to start completing tasks itself. And we're starting to see some of that technology come down the pipe, but you don't have to worry about that yet. I will let you know when it's time to jump into that part of the technology innovation. For now, the skill of delegating to conclusion will become the most important task for you to be really proficient at in the AI age. All right, so that's three big skills that you've probably not heard anyone talking about, maybe prompting. But the fourth skill is one that I think is never talked about, and I think it's the most important one, and it is the skill of timing, the intelligence to know when to adopt an AI tool, understand the sequence of skills required to interact with AI in the future. And on an individual level, AI can propel your abilities, but on an organizational level, implementing AI as a solution, as a business tool across your organization, it's going to require appropriate timing and then training and then buy-in from users. When do you start that process? And I would say that the thing that you should be telling your employees, your partners, your vendors is to build the skills that we've talked about today, and don't worry yet about timing. while tools like ChatGPT and Whisper technology are beneficial right now, for sure, most AI tools are still evolving, most are still in beta, and most are nowhere near as capable as they will be in the months to come. So timing your involvement with these tools is critical. You don't want to waste time, energy, money prematurely. You don't want to get sucked down the rabbit hole right now. The perfect timing is now to learn about the fundamental skills, understand the AI landscape, and experiment with some of the basic tools like ChatGPT and Google Sheets and Google Doc plugins, but to really focus in on the skills you're going to have as these tools mature. The ultimate goal is enabling AI to access not only the general knowledge that's part of its data set currently, but with specific proprietary data that belongs to you, your company, your customers, your files, your emails, your customer information. That specific data is not part of OpenAI's data set. So if you ask an AI tool to give you an analysis of a particular client matter and ask AI, hey, what's the next thing that we need to get done for this client? And it goes out and it will at some point be able to look at all the emails for that client, all the files for that client, maybe even the client's files on their site, in order to recommend to you the next priorities that need to get handled and how they should be handled. That specific data set, there are tools that allow you to create specific data and to connect with that data, but it's not ready for prime time. It's not ready for prime time yet. Really, that is going to be the magic that's going to propel AI into the forefront across every organization. It's the killer app that even OpenAI's co-founder, Sam Altman, is waiting for. And he was recently asked in an interview, what AI tools are you using? And he's like, I just use ChatGPT, the web interface. I use the iPhone app. He is not using plugins. He is not using some of these tools connected to the APIs because he also knows they're not ready for prime time. And when asked what he thinks is going to be the next massive leap forward, he said, when we can connect these tools to specific proprietary data in a secure way that allows people to really execute AI on their specific business knowledge, their specific customer information. So be ready, because when AI can securely access your specific data with privacy and data security intact, that's the game changer that we are training for. That's the point of this video, is to be ready for that moment where all the kind of fun little things that AI can do that are very impressive, fine, but they're not game changing. They're just not. Forget the hype. They're not. What will be game changing is when we can connect AI to the tools, the information that is proprietary and specific to us and our lives and our customers' lives and our business lives. When you can add all your specific company knowledge and have general GPT run on that knowledge and get you answers that are most relevant to your organization, your customers, your clients, that's when things are going to get exciting, and you won't have 50 interfaces to do it. You'll probably be using a single interface. There's talk about how all of these different tools are eventually going to go away because you'll just interact with OpenAI itself. So you don't have to go out right now and get a bunch of tools. Yes, have fun. But right now what you need are skills. So the timing is going to be critical. You need to know when to jump into certain specific tools that will do specific things for your industry. And there are people building tools that are going to be very specific to the business that you're in. And I do believe that in addition to OpenAI's tool, those will be relevant and those will do really interesting things that will be very specific to your niche, your need, given what your expertise is. But they're not here yet. So timing, don't jump into anything too early just because it's cool. It needs to be game changing. We have all these plugins that OpenAI is putting into GPT, but it's fun. We're looking for game-changing business AI use. And there's certainly open source tools that are coming down the pipe that are going to do some incredible things, but you need someone to code them and implement them. You can do that right now, but someone's going to do it for you, and it's going to be a lot easier in the months to come than it is today. Someone's going to really make it simple. You just need to have the skills and the timing right in order to really get the most out of AI. So let's sum it up. First skill, prompt engineering. Learn the language of AI. You need to be able to learn how AI thinks and acts so that you can interact with it. Your mother-in-law that does not speak English as a native language, or your father-in-law who's got stories from the old world, you talk to them different than you talk to your spouse. You need to talk to AI different too. Second, dictation or verbal instructions. Dedicate yourself to getting comfortable talking to your devices. Subscribe to OpenAI and use Whisper as an AI tool right now. It is the training tool for you on dictation. Third, delegation. Understanding that AI is an assistant in aiding you today and doing tasks for you tomorrow. Learn to assign and follow up on tasks. Do it, for yourself. It's always tempting to want to say, oh, I'm going to do it better. But in the future, that's not going to be true. AI is going to do it better. And so I don't want to delegate because I'm the only one that can do it. Those days are coming to an end. And delegation is not easy for a lot of people. For a lot of people, delegation is one of the hardest skills to learn. You need to learn the skill of delegation in order to interact with AI effectively. Learn to let go. And lastly, timing. Knowing when to adopt a particular tool while mastering the necessary skills. It's too early, in my opinion, to jump all in yet, but the time is coming when general intelligence will pair with specific intelligence, your data, and become the best assistant you ever had. I'm Enrico. I'm an AI attorney specializing in AI and technology company representation. I am here to help you as a professional navigate the world of AI so that you can get the value that we intend to get out of this amazing tool in the future. If you find these videos helpful, all I ask is really one thing. Go ahead and subscribe. No, I'm going to ask you two things. Go ahead and subscribe and share it. I'm going to ask you three things. Subscribe, share, and post a comment below. We're doing this because we want to help everyone level up. We need your help as well. I've said it before. I'll say it again. We're all in this together. See you next time.